Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play European Universalis for the Art of War, where we're currently... Okay, that's fine, Novgorod, I don't blame you for that one bit. We're just going to try to wrap up this war against Norway, Denmark, and then go and help against Muscovy if we can by picking off small troops here and there. It'd also be really nice to stop the siege here, which is the war goal, which probably don't have much in the way of defensive units, unfortunately. You know what? I don't need to worry about stopping the Norwegian troops. I will see if I can finish the siege and then call that a day against Norway. Meanwhile, let's actually... Oops. No, Holstein has a fleet over here that I do have to worry about. And, hold on, I'm not inland sea anymore. Run away. This place here, is it inland? No, this tile is not inland either. He's not moving, luckily. Okay, never mind. Stay here for a little bit longer. Complete this siege. Go and tick. Because I could... Actually, never mind, I can't. I was going to say, I'll go and siege some Muscovy stuff. I forgot, they're completely inland. So, none of that is happening. I suppose if I'm concerned, what I can do is move my ships here to help defend these. This is helping the siege in Agder. These ships here were just sieging Nordjylland, which is giving me war score against Denmark, but I don't actually need that right now, so... Okay. So yeah, we're going to group up a little army and see if we can't bring the war to Muscovy. It'll be hard. Peace offer from Norway. Hold on. I'm gonna peace offer my way. Norway. Alright, stack of 10. It's going to be hard. No leaders. Oh, Yaroslav does have a leader. A 101, which isn't great. Reinforcements could happen. I go through Karelia and then come down over here. We might smash a small stack. There's a lot of possibility for reinforcements, though. Oh, man. Everywhere there's reinforcements. I could just stand in one of these provinces and tempt him to come to me. Oh, he's moving over here. Excellent. I do this instead. Okay, hold on. Let me set the target over here. Sometimes the AI knows everything. I mean, I could probably stomp this 1K stack instantly. There's just enough maintenance here, but it's not winter right now. Huge supply limit in Neva. We're gonna move close. Ah, I'm not making any siege progress, but he's making progress towards unsieging his capital, which is no good. We might be able to jump in here. Oh, that's a lot of reinforcements. Just stay by the river. Oh, here. Hold on. There we go. We're going to be able to jump one of his stacks. That is going to be almost even numbers with some reinforcements on the way. I don't want him to unsiege his capital. So let's go ahead and peace out and take what we can get now. Do we actually have a core here? I think that's what that color means. Yeah. So obviously we'll take that. Nice thing about it. Oh, it still costs Diplo. But no overextension. And very little aggressive expansion as well. And then what we'll do is we'll just try to split across here. Oh, we can't. How about this way? Alright, that's cheaper. And this one? No. War reparations is very expensive. Isn't it war score? No, it's only 10% war score for 10% of their income. Now, their income's probably not high, but that's okay. We could enforce military access, but there's not much point in doing that. And all your treaties with Denmark is actually way more important than war reparations. There we go. And give me a little bit of money. Okay, so we'll take 3 provinces, one of which is already cored. The other 2 will be able to core relatively easily. It shrinks their country down a bit. Hopefully in a subsequent war, we might be able to vassalize them. It breaks an important relationship with Denmark as well, which is good. And gives us a bit of money. It does take a lot of Diplo power, which means we won't be able to peace out Denmark right away. No, we have lots of Diplo power left. We might be okay. Alright, I think that is well worth doing. So let's go ahead and send that request. And then go ahead and start the coring process immediately. We're hardly overextended, but it's still a bit of a thing. And say there should only be that one army, and there is. Let's go ahead and move it over this way. And we've got to figure out what we're going to do here. He's got 101. tech should be relatively samey. I don't know if he's got any inherent difference. We got a 1, 2, and a 3, so we won't get a river crossing penalty. It is a forest, so there'll be a -1 for fighting there. I don't like these odds. I like to fight with, like, much, much more superior odds. And this is not superior. Let's come around this way instead. And just keep picking around, especially while we get our troops, the rest of our troops, back home. Alright, that is one war. What about the other war? So, we want, for one, we will, white peace, remain subject. No. For one, we will get independence. That is very important. Secondly, we want Gotland. We want all this stuff here. It's nice and contiguous. We've got cores on it. It's lovely. Oh, we can't get this province? Oh, there we go. Just really hard to click on. Will I be able to core it? Is a question that I don't know the answer to. That's the only thing that will give me overextension. Presumably I can core it. It should be coreable. It's not contiguous, which is kind of a pain. If it does ever get a rebellion, we will have to bring ships over there, but we don't have to worry about random rebellions. It's going to be the overall rebellions, the provincial unrest, which we can deal with in a variety of different ways. And all treaties with Brandenburg? No, that's too much. And you won't do war reparations either then, because that's also 10% cost. But if we throw in a few dollars, 33% overextension. So a lot of it was with Denmark, a little's with Norway, which is fine. Pomerania and the Teutonic Order, Brandenburg. Okay, so all the North Germans will be kind of upset by this. Not enough to coalition, I don't think. Oh, it makes almost no difference with Lolland here. Really? I've got cores in this shit. Maybe because it's not my my war deal. War for Independence. Does it tell me what the modifiers are? Like what I get discount on? I think it's worth... Well, if this were more expensive in terms of aggressive expansion, I would leave it off. But as it turns out, it's pretty inconsequential. I don't have enough diplo power. Needs 210. And if I leave off Lolland, 160. It is an extra 50 diplo power. No, we'll do it. We're just gonna wait a couple more months, and then we'll have it. We should be okay. All right. Norway has announced me as a rival. Yeah, I don't actually have any rivals set because I've been at war this entire time. Which sucks because I'm not getting any power projection from any of this. Very, very upsetting. All right, we'll take an easy kill over here. And now, I like this, and you may not be able to reinforce in time. That is much better. Norway announces Scotland as a rival. Right, they're independents and they're at peace. I should have checked a little sooner. They are getting some reinforcements. Well, we're going to finish that battle instantly and stack wiped. You over here have no maneuver. You have a half-decent leader, but you will get the river crossing and forest. I think I will hold my ground over here. I'll also say that the AI can freely attach to this army if you'd like. That would be fine. We need one more tick of Diplo score. There we go. All right. Peace. 210 points. We get all these provinces. I hope there's not going to be too much of a coalition. Now, this war deal, we are not the war leader in any way whatsoever, and we're not co-belligerent. That is a large stack. I don't suppose we can get out of this way. No, it'll be the 22nd for me, and some of them are going to get there on the 14th. So we are going to get defeated there. But we shouldn't get stack wiped or anything. Might be okay. We still have the bonus morale, which is probably helping. And I think we need to core Lowland over there. And rebels, Lollard heretics. Where the hell is this? In Lapland. Really? Alright, but it's still 47 years, 13 years, 5 years Norwegian patriots. Now, we can counter that by increasing the autonomy of, say, Lowland, for example. Now, once they become cored, it'll be less of an issue. And we can spend, once it gets a little high, we may spend some military points for some harsh treatment. I know it'll slow down our military tech, but it might be okay. Yeah, so this is going to be less than good. They do have -2. They have a slightly better leader, and they're going to get reinforced pretty heavily. Yeah. Listen, if you haven't done it already, GTFO. Thank you. Where are you running to? All the way to Scone. That's fine. We'll get reinforcements over there. Meanwhile, my ships. Let's get all our ships parked in, say, Scone over here. And we have very few light ships. We accept Danish culture. Lost the CB against Denmark, apparently. That's okay. We'll get one back. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, we lost that. It's negative. I suspect, like, Novgorod is just going to lose the war entirely. But might not. We might be able to pull something out. I'm hoping that it just doesn't die outright. Merge all these guys up. I may not need as many galleys, but there will be some follow-up wars against Denmark and stuff. So our light ships will go ahead and protect trade in the Baltic. I guess it's still worth having a merchant over here. We could have one over here. It would give us more trade power and a slight boost to how much money we make out of this node. But I think it makes more sense to pull money out of Krakow for now. We'll see if we can build some trade buildings later on. I think it would be an excellent idea. Oh, he's level 3, never mind. I was going to say, it'd be nice to get a theologian over here to lower the unrest, but that's a little much. We have enough money and we're making enough income. Hold on, before I do that, let's make sure we've got enough troops. You know, I could go and get a bunch of mercs. We have a higher force limit. Manpower's not completely gone yet, although it's not great. If I just went and got all the mercenaries, I might be able to beat back some of Muscovy over here. But the problem is I've got to let my armies recover. So how quickly will they get reinforced? 1,000 per month. It'll take 6 months to be fully reinforced, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I think Novgorod's just going to fall. I was hoping to slow down the Muscovy conquest and certainly slow down Russia. But they can't take all of Novgorod in one chunk. So it should be okay. Yeah, we'll move back to Åland over here. Nice high force limit here, being so coastal and whatnot. What do we get over here? Morale of navies, diplomatic reputation. Oh, but that's getting to be expensive. I think we'll run without the advisors. I mean, I could spend money, get some level in advisors just for more points. Oh, we're military power focused right now. That's an interesting question. Let us tuck up here faster. Usually I like to prioritize admin, just because ideas are so good. You know, I'll wait and maybe we can get to level 4. We do get tactics and the morale bonus. Muscovy is level 3. You know, if we do just get a quick level 4 boost and then go into battle like that, we might be able to do a kind of a timing attack. Oh, how's my naval force limit? That's a big question. Oh, nice. I can build 9 more. Let's create a quick template of 9 light ships. Just to be lazy, use as many provinces as you can. Save that. 9 lights. I'll click on Stockholm. So now it'll queue up light ships in 9 provinces, and they'll automatically move to Stockholm when they're done. Now, I could build more barks, or whatever they're called, for, or galleys, I suppose, for the inland defense, but the lights are going to do pretty good, and it'll give us trade power, which is awesome. All right, we're still recharging our military over here. They're going to spread out a bit more. They do have the war goal, though, which means they've got ticking war score. Now, I could go stand in there, which might not be a terrible idea. It might be a little soon yet. We do have a good amount of money, though. I don't want to fight until I get to the next tech level. We're not that far away. 270 to build everything. Two, three. Oops. And then 1, 2, 3. There, we'll call that good enough. It's going to cost us a lot of money. But we'll see. It's not my war. I'm spending a lot of money on something that's not going to help me directly, but it's going to have an indirect benefit. Just slowing down Russia at the earliest part of the game, yeah, it'll be pretty significant. Just wait. There's a couple more. Or one more queued. Wait till they're all done and then just box select the whole lot. Okay. Everyone move to Viborg. Relatively high supply limit. We'll get in position. And we'll see what kind of ass we can kick. We're going to have a pretty good army, actually. We might be able to catch them out. Might be able to get them to release some things. Now, I'm worried about getting Novgorod to become too powerful, but I think we'll be more powerful than them. Yearly prestige for a little bit of money. I think that's okay. We are currently losing money quite a bit because we are over our force limit, of course. I could see if I can consolidate anything, although I don't think we can right now. No, but after we battle, we'll definitely want to do a quick consolidate to get below our force limit. Is the force limit here too low? Are you about to join my army? No, you're going to Kexholm. Don't move away. I want you to join me in over here, buddy. I have attach, yes. Are you not going to join in this battle? Come on, bud. You're going to counter the siege. And they might not move over here because they might want to finish their siege. No, they are moving. But we're going to be able to deal a lot of damage right away. We do have the -1. And they do have the better leader, but we're inflicting huge, huge, huge damage right before they can join in. Hopefully the battle will actually end. No, it didn't end. Because it would be nice if we got the defensive boost. So we will turn around and lose that in exchange. Less than positive. Why did you not jump in? Oh, you're going over here. Well, that might not be so bad. I'm lost. -5 war score. Curses! And unfortunately, until they stop, I'm not actually going to be able to... Ooh. What's my... I don't have an heir yet. I guess we'll lose the legitimacy because we're already pretty low. I do need some royal marriages going on. And the problem is a lot of my neighbors who I would royal marry they're all religious people. And republics. England, listen. England, be a bro. Let's get a diplomat over there improving relations. Maybe we'll do Scotland as well. Oh, Scotland would do it if I had a diplomat. Right now he's improving relations in Novgorod. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Get some royal marriages up. Great. Well, spending like 300 bucks to help defend Novgorod is probably a stupid thing. Yes, Scotland, I would love an alliance. Thank you. Probably have no interest in joining this war against, no. There's no way. I can't call to arms you. Shouldn't you be able to? I don't know. Oh, because I'm not a primary belligerent. That's why. Alright, let's merge these guys up. Get below our force limit again. And, probably do... Well, I'll go and sit in Karelia. Might get a little attrition in the winter. Ah, I'm not going to get there in time. Because the idea being I might be able to jump in and help defend this stack, but ain't going to happen. Oh, on the other hand, I could go and... why don't I de-siege the war goal? I might be able to pull that off. Depending on where he comes, he may or may not have a river crossing. It'll be really interesting to see where everyone is moving right now. What do I have in my army? Let's build some more infantry. I really should not be in this war. Oh, I'm going to take my first loan here in a second, which is unpleasant. What am I doing? This is all bad. Lowland is done. Alright, so we have no overextension. You have a lot of extra little support here, all adjacent to one another. I'm going to keep going with this move. Ah, I do need an heir. Could her lips be any redder, doubtful, hollow in the back of your mind echo the cautioning words of priests and preachers? Is that what the sermons speak of, the devil in woman's body, the temptation of the flesh, strange as devils go, this one looks a lot like an angel. Either way, you'll have to bring this up in your confession on Sunday. So, I don't have an heir right now. This will give me an heir with a weak claim. I'll lose a little bit of papal influence, and there'll be more reform desire. Or forgive me for I've sinned and get 2 influence. No, I want an heir, and this is an heir of 423 ain't bad. And we instantly lose a general. But we have an heir. Okay, good. Pike Square. Oh, that's what we were supposed to do. I forgot about that. That might change a few things. Let's definitely clear this out. We got to whittle down their numbers before we got to unsiege things. Although, that's a lot of war score. That's 8. But it would flip over. It would eliminate the 8 and then give us a ticking war score. I'd really love to just be able to defeat Muscovy here. That's a lot of war exhaustion, which is bad. Yeah, I really do have to stop these wars. What am I doing? Why am I so crazy? I'm going to de-siege the war goal. Almost winter. That's great. Can we assault? No, we don't really have the stats for it. We can detach and do something like this, which should be relatively safe. It should go quickly because it's a level 1 fort, so it's going to be fast. Scotland has declared war on Norway. You pieced out. Okay. Novgorod did lose 2 provinces, but it could have been worse. Could have been much worse. We need some rivals. Okay. Denmark, obviously. Norway, obviously. Scotland... Why are you being like that? I can't declare war on Scotland, so I can't enforce peace, which is really frustrating. Scotland might get some territory over here, and I would be very displeased. And Muscovy. Yes. Easily another rival. All right. Let's move everyone into, say, my capital. Let's go, and on this army here, we're going to detach our mercs and just... Why can't I... Which one's the mercenary army? This one here. It's a lot of mercs. Disband them, save some money. I'm not at war right now. I think it would make a ton of sense to go ahead and drop the army maintenance. Sucks that we got that 1 loan, but it's not the end of the world. With our extra money, I think I will get some level 1 advisors here just to get some more power points. That's fine. I'm going to remove the focus from military power. I'm considering moving it to admin. And in fact, I will, because I would really like to get some ideas going on. Get that kickstarted. Admin points seems to be the thing that I usually need the most of. So I like to have that focus there. Definitely don't need to go diplomacy here. I'm not going to go and do any expansion. No expansion, no exploration. Canarius is interesting. All right. Good stuff there. What has happened to the rest of the world? Pretty static. 100 Years' War is over. Fighting Burgundy over here. Normandy, so Britain's been kicked out. Oh, completely. Britain's completely out of Europe. That's interesting. I mean, mainland Europe, continental Europe. Okay. Sorbino. I think most of this is pretty static. And I don't have the entire map memorized. And of course, some things have changed in Art of War. There are new countries that didn't exist before, and plenty of new provinces. Outside of Europe. I don't think Europe has changed much geographically, but the trade nodes are new. All right, I guess we'll put a cut in here. That was an ill-advised Muscovite war. On the other hand, if I hadn't done it, they probably would have carpet sieged a lot more Novgorod and may have taken a much, much, much bigger chunk out of there. I do have to be a little bit concerned about aggressive war because I really don't want a big, giant worldwide coalition. On the other hand, I think expanding into Germany is likely one of our big targets, especially taking the north coast here, so they're always going to hate me. And at least the coalitions aren't quite as bad as they used to, in terms that anyone who you defeat gets kicked out of the coalition. If they have a truce, they can't join a coalition against you, so there's some value there. Anyway, we'll put a cut in here. We're going to hope that Scotland... Oh, Scotland's going for here. Scottish conquest of Orkney. Okay, that's fair. And honestly, may actually make my life slightly easier because it may reduce the war score I need to vassalize Norway. I'm a little concerned that with all their overseas holdings, we might not be able to vassalize them next war. We'll see how it goes. I do have, because I have the mission, I believe I'll get a special CB, like a subjugation of Norway, which will decrease the cost of vassalization. So I think it'll be okay. We'll see how it goes. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.